Wow, man. Episode 3. We are having so much fun, we decided to go right ahead. And this beautiful Sunday morning, even though it was raining, now it's sunshine. Sunshine in Miami. We decided to go ahead and talk about basic nutrition.
That's correct.
It is extremely, extremely, extremely important. So we're going to talk about what can you do to get better nutrition right now.
Absolutely.
Besides not skipping meals, and why is it important not to skip meals, and why is it important not to wait until you're hungry. So this is how I generally explain to majority of my clients. When you're born, did you have a chance to pick your body?
Nope.
It just comes, yeah, Ruben?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you don't pick your body, you pick your parents.
Nope.
You don't pick your parents. You pick how much money you're going to have in the bank.
Sometimes.
I definitely didn't pick it. I would pick a whole lot more.
No.
But anyway, so some things are predetermined at birth.
That's right. It's part of your innate software.
Yeah, I believe that your nutritional requirements are pre-installed at birth. They just come. Yeah, think of it like if you go buy a car. It says diesel on it.
That's right.
What would you put in that car?
Diesel.
Would you put olive oil in it?
Not likely.
Okay, because if you're going to put even a little bit, first they're going to start malfunctioning, and then they might end up not working at all.
That's
so you're basically going to create an imbalance.
Yes.
Now this is the most amazing thing, guys. We take care of our cars, yet we have no clue of how to take care of our bodies.
That's correct.
Just by virtue, it doesn't say what kind of fuel you're supposed to put in. But ultimately think of it like this. We're all humans. Yeah? You're human?
Last time I checked.
I think I'm human too. But ultimately, do we look anything alike besides the bald head?
I'm better looking. It goes without saying.
That's for a fact. For a fact. Okay, so anyway, so we're all humans, but we have different nutritional requirements. Like a car can be run on diesel, another car can be running on olive oil or whatever. I've seen those.
Biodiesel.
Don't look at me like that. Biodiesel. In California, I've seen them on olive oil.
Okay.
It's kind of expensive. Soy oil. Okay. So anyway, so you can run on different fuels within the car with a category of cars. So within the category of humans, you can also have different fuels.
Absolutely.
So this is the thing why when you go to like a bookstore, you read this nutrition book and you just go bananas.
Yeah, you can get lost because the amount of information, actually I wouldn't even call it information, the amount of data that's out there, some of it is very, very good, it's very well researched and put together, but it can actually only be correct to a degree for a certain or small percentage of the population. Everybody else will fall by the wayside because it does not address their particular needs.
So exactly. So what happens is, every time that you get a book, it might actually be for you, or it actually might be not for you at all.
Yeah. Or work against you totally too.
Or work against you.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. This is how I like to explain. Think of it like this. Big thing like immune system. Do you consciously run your immune system? Ruben, do you consciously run your immune system?
You couldn't if you tried.
Exactly. Now, do you consciously run your digestive system?
Nope.
Okay. Do you consciously run your endocrine system?
Nope.
I mean, those are extremely, extremely complicated systems.
That's for sure.
Now, to not make you feel bad about it, if you take any single human brain that ever lived on the planet, get them all together in one huge, big human brain, we still would not understand how to run those systems. That's how complicated those systems are.
Yes.
So if those systems are that complicated and your body knows how to run this very, very complicated systems, it's safe to assume that your body is by far smarter than you.
Yes. Absolutely.
So we're going to operate from that belief. We believe your body is smart. It's a lot smarter than any human ever existed, human brain ever existed.
Yes, on the amount of functions that a human body runs in about a minute, there's no computer, or there will ever be a computer in this known universe that can actually put out as much information and process as much information as the brain does.
Exactly. So you're actually unconscious part of your brain.
Absolutely.
Unconscious part. Conscious processes some.
Yeah. And we only use about anywhere between, according to different research, anywhere between 8 to 10% of,
exactly.
of consciousness.
We barely use anything. So ultimately, your body already knows what it needs. So if the body runs this complicated systems, it's pretty safe to assume it also knows what it needs to fuel those systems. Now, I find it is more of a nutrition is a communication problem.
Absolutely.
It's a problem between you not understanding. Think of it like this, like I speak Russian fluently, or Armenian, let's put it this way. I speak Armenian pretty fluently. Okay. I'm sure there's not a lot of listeners that understand Armenian, so if I would speak in Armenian about this particular subject, how much of you gonna lose attention?
I'll be the first one.
How fast? How fast?
Quickly. I mean, obviously,
quickly.
You know.
So you're gonna lose attention quickly. So anytime you do not understand something, you lose attention. And this is how I see it. I see our clients walking around and the body talks to them and they pay absolutely no attention. It's not really your fault. It's just you've never been taught how to listen.
Right.
So part of it, we're going to start talking about little tips of how you can start listening to what your body is already pretty much freely giving you. It gives you that information. You can just take that information and use it for advantage.
Yeah, it's a matter of just learning to interpret the symptoms, the reaction that your body has in an ongoing basis throughout the day.
Exactly.
From the minute you get up to the minute you go to sleep. Everything else after that is unconscious.
Now, I can tell you the biggest bullshit of nutrition. You want to hear it?
Go ahead.
Okay. The biggest bullshit of nutrition, they say, eat more fruits and vegetables. It is good for you.
Not true.
Now, I have nothing against, I repeat, I have nothing against fruits and vegetables.
That's for sure.
But I can tell you this. If you're an Eskimo, and if you've been always Eskimo.
That's right. That means that your parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, and you go back, you know, many generations.
How much fruits and vegetables do you think you ever seen before white people showed up at your door?
None.
None. So, why would you eat fruits and vegetables?
Absolutely.
Why? Now, would you put olive oil in your car?
Well, you said that there's olive oil. I'm just kidding. No, you wouldn't, obviously. You know, you need to put the appropriate fuel. For an Eskimo, eating fruits and vegetables could be actually detrimental to their health very quickly because their system is not accustomed, is not programmed to have that kind of influx of vegetables and fruits. It is not written in the software.
It's not, the system is not designed for fruits and vegetables. That's all it is. So don't put it there. Yeah? Don't become vegetarian if you're an Eskimo, or you're doomed.
For sure.
So ultimately, it is not that some things are good for you or bad for you. It is if they work for you or if they don't work for you. Let's say broccoli.
For your specifics.
Yeah, if you eat broccoli and you start farting, is that good for you or bad for you?
Well, if a food gives you gas, it pretty much means that, you know, that you're not digesting it well.
Exactly.
It's sitting for too long, it's fermenting in your gut, you know, and it's going to create gas.
So there's a high chance that it's not good for you.
That's correct.
So don't eat broccoli. But if you eat broccoli and you get no negative side effects,
broccoli might be good for you.
Okay, so let's operate out of this thing. So we believe that the body knows exactly what you need. And I always say, people that tell you what you should be eating have no clue what they're talking about. Is that correct?
For the most part.
For the most part. Your body...
That doesn't say much about that. No.
Well, we're interpreters.
Absolutely.
Yeah? We don't tell you what to eat. We tell you to listen. You might agree or disagree. It is entirely your choice. Yeah? The only person knows what you need is...
You.
Only you. You are the highest authority to know what you need to be eating. So we're going to break it down to what do people eat? There's three big things that as humans we generally eat.
Known as macronutrients. Carbohydrates, fats, and proteins.
So you eat fat, protein, and carbohydrates. What are simple proteins?
Beef.
Beef. So anything that ever had eyes, think of eyes.
Animals.
Animals.
Basically. Yep.
Is a protein. Now any byproducts like a dairy can be high in protein, legumes, eggs, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, fats. What are the fats?
Well, fats is, you know, content.
He's pointing it out like...
You're going to have three major types of fat. Saturated and unsaturated. And with an unsaturated, you'll have polyunsaturated and monounsaturated.
Well, that's too complicated. Let's think of it like this. Oils and butters are fats. Oils and butters are fats. Yeah? Is that cool?